Thanksgiving is just a few days away, and lots of people are looking forward to what's going to be on the dinner table. How couldn't you? But loading up on turkey sides and desserts could throw a wrench in a lot of people's diets. Maria Bolin is a dietitian at the Heart Hospital of Austin. She's joining us this morning to talk about how to eat healthy during Thanksgiving. I know for a lot of people this is a stressful time.
Yes. You've got many food options. Most of them are unhealthy.
Yeah.
And what I always tell people is if you haven't had stuffing for a whole year, have some stuffing.
Right.
If you absolutely need to have some of your grandma's pecan pie, you know, have a little slice. But in general, most foods are going to be loaded with calories and fat.
Are there strategies that people should be thinking about going into this, though?
Absolutely. So again, picking the foods that you absolutely want to have on Thanksgiving and having small portions. So if you absolutely need to have, you know, a slice of pumpkin pie, make it a nice sliver of pumpkin pie. Don't have seconds, and just be mindful of how much you're eating and try not to go back for more.
Okay, so in terms of, we know there's a lot of unhealthy foods. Are there some foods that are relatively healthy that people should be thinking about? I know you brought a few cans here, some.
Sure.
Are those sweet potatoes?
Yeah, sweet potatoes, yams. So here we go. Sweet potatoes are much more nutritious because they have vitamin A. And
compared to like traditional potatoes?
Yes, they have more nutritional content. So your sweet potatoes are your best bet. Green beans, obviously. If there's a salad, of course, go for that. But there usually aren't that many healthy options when it comes to Thanksgiving. Okay. So, you know, pumpkin pie would definitely be your healthier choice as opposed to pecan pie. Okay. So
right, you bring up dessert, which is a big part of the meal for most people. You know, you're probably going to be looking at an array of pies. So go with pumpkin is what you're saying?
It's the lowest in calories, yes. Okay.
There's this rumor that if you're eating turkey, you will then be sleepy. Is there truth to that?
So turkey is very high in an amino acid called tryptophan, and basically that amino acid makes people feel a little bit tired, but in order for it to go in the brain, it needs carbohydrates, and that produces serotonin. And so this sleepiness effect that you're getting is actually because you're combining it with carbohydrates. But on Thanksgiving, you're eating a lot of sugar, you're eating a lot of mashed potatoes. Well, hopefully you're not this time around, but that's what's going to cause the general sleepy tiredness, not necessarily the amino acid tryptophan.
And if you are going into Thanksgiving with a plan, what about just like, do you need to tell your relatives in advance? Because some people might say, oh, you're not eating my mashed potatoes, you're not eating the stuffing. Is that a personal decision?
I would say if that's something that's of a concern, you might just go ahead and tell them that you have somewhat of a food allergy and you can't eat that specific food. And sometimes that's going to make people understand. They're not going to question if you should or shouldn't eat their specific dish, and they won't get offended.
All right, well, that can be tricky, especially with family.
Right.
All right, well, Maria, thank you so much for joining us. And here at KXAN, we are committed to helping you learn about your health, along with our partner, the American Heart Association. For resources and easy tips to live healthier, go to KXAN.com and click on Simple Health.